We may have topped today, but of course we're getting undefeated because free content, and he always gives us funny stuff. So,
That's crazy, man.
what you got for us today?
All right. So this deck's nuts. It literally breaks through any board. I played 2 tactics. No. Not for trade. He saw my binder, but it's not for trade.
I'm making a
Very
video.
sad.
Leave him alone.
You want to restart?
Oh no, I'm keeping this in. This is funny.
Oh, all right. So, I played 2 dogs. I played 1 trap trick. What else did I play? 2 dog invoked, 1 trap trick, and evil twins.
Oh, you did.
Yeah. But I cracked every single board. And
So
I was playtesting this deck online, and oh my god, once like this card resolves, it was broken.
I hate this card so much.
So someone had
I
like,
hate it.
I was playing in Sorcel. They had Valor, they had Blackout, they had Shishao, and they had Baron. And I like baited all these interruptions, and once this resolved, I set up a board wipe, DPE, and the loop going on. So I had follow up
It's so
and 2 interruptions after that. And I left him with no cards, so like there was no way he was breaking just a DPE alone by itself.
I know, it's stupid.
Alright, so I'm gonna get on to the profile. So we get on to 3 Recycler. This is the best card in the deck because going first, it's broke because you can make Anaconda with it. Obviously, you don't really want to go first with it, but you can go first with it because this also makes Recycler. Because if you like Dark Roll with them, you can normal summon this and do your Scrap Raw combo anyway instead of just trying to resolve Urgent Schedule. But this card also recycles back these. That never comes up, but it's there. Then I play 2 Gear Frame, 2 Cruncher, 1 Unit Clasp, 1 Fortress, 1 Citadel, 1 Rune Force, and 1 Rosenex. So these are the machines I play. This isn't a Machina, but this one adds 1. One of my favorite cards in the game. I love this guy. This one adds like 3 of them. So you usually reveal 3 of these for follow up. And he's like kind of irrelevant, but if you summon him off a Dasher, and I do play DP in this deck, it's insane because so you summon this and it's 28, searches your next normal summon, so now you have pressure of 28 body, searches this for next pressure. That's not even including the DP that summons back on standby to pop more cards for more pressure, and then drawing 2 off Celestial for even more pressure. So like, if you draw this off Dasher, you just win the game.
I'm hearing a lot of things I don't like. Sounds good, but
and this can add this guy, and this guy's like a foolish barrel too. When he's added to your hand, he reveals special and then he dumps 1, but you're locked in machines. So you only play 2 of them, even though they technically do kind of the same thing. But this locks you in the machines because you're typically going to add him, and this is a 1 card Anaconda. So just 1 of him. 1 Fortress, this card's nuts. 1 Citadel, this card's nuts. There's a nuke, and 1 Rune Force, this card's nuts. So there was a loop I had going on, but this guy, oh my god, this card's insane. I literally so I had DP plus this guy. I swung for 46, attack for 25, DP, pop this, pop his like Light Twin card, summon back to Citadel, and then swing for game.
oh my god.
And I Prosperity too, so I killed him through a Prosperity kind of.
That was under Jesus, dude.
It was close enough to be under Prosperity, but I already did damage prior, but it killed him under Prosperity.
I mean, the fact that you can still do that is ridiculous.
Yeah, and then 1 Rosenex, you don't want to draw this, but you know, you dump it off this, summon a token, and you make Wyvern off that. Or you can alternatively just dump this, make token, make Link Kribo instead of the Wyvern, because it plays under 5 summons, and you make Anaconda after that.
What do you do if you draw it?
It's not the worst thing to draw, because you can get cards like that out your hand. You can dump it off Fortress, you can dump it off of this.
That's true.
It's just, you can send off droplets, it's alright. And then DP, mandatory.
Yeah.
No hand traps suck, like I said. Hand traps don't do what you want them to do, but I have cards in the deck that do what I want them to do. But then we play 3 Redeployment, this card's nuts too, because searches, you can add just literally anything. You add this, and then summon this back out, that's a lot of pressure. This card's so good. It lets me add like this thing. This card's insane. I'll get into it in a second. But this just adds so much cards. It's so good. I was playing 1 at first, but I just realized like, dude, they have to negate this. It just does too much, and it gets your play started. So you had to play it. Then this card. Okay, this is the best card in my deck.
Yeah, just eat Telly for 2. Yeah, it's great.
Every time this card resolved, you just won the game. Like, I played through.
It's so dumb.
I played through a Makaba, Imperm, Valor, Droll, this resolved. Then I hit him over for like 46, made DPE, popped like his next play, summoned back the, what's his face? Where is he? summoned back this guy because I popped him, and then I nuked his board again, and that was just it. It was just too much. This card's insane because like you go Wyvern. Okay, it pops like like 4 times. So you go like summon Wyvern off the Recycler and the Citadel you summon, special back Recycler, pop it, summon Citadel because you popped the Nerf machine, pop one of their cards, and then you Citadel pops more cards, and then Wyvern and Recycler turns into Anaconda, and that pops more cards. So you pop like 4 cards, and you get the nuke going. Best card of my deck. Other best card of my deck. This card's okay.
That's a pretty good card right here.
Yeah, like sometimes you go like, I don't know, you go like normal this, dump, and then Fusion Destiny, summon DPE with Guiding Grave, so you pop, and then he summons out and you nuke again. That's okay. Prosperity, okay, this is not the best card of my deck, obviously, because the decks were like these. Like, dude, it's insane. I play like 6 copies of this if I dig for it. It's so good. And even like getting my attack cut in half doesn't really matter. But it's okay, it's okay.
Hey, can I see you?
Yeah.
And I played
Do you have your? I'm sorry to cut you off. Oh, is this your deck profile?
Yep. Yeah, say hi.
3 droplets. This card's nuts. You go like this, and they negate, and then you go this, and then they lose.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, I did it like twice. But this card's clutch, man. And it gets like the shit cards out your hand. Like you don't want to have these in your hand or shit. Like dump them out, they're fine. 3 Dark Ruler.
Playing both. Interesting.
Yeah, okay, so this isn't the worst card either. I mean, it's shit to draw, but obviously you want to go second. But if you do draw it, it's not the worst thing because you can like pitch it off of this and then add 2 Machinas. You can drop it, send it off. It's not the worst thing, but it's not the best.
Why is the movie more expensive than the
2 Chalice. Chalice is good. What can I say? It's just more interruptions. It does what I wanted to do, so I don't play hand traps. I do play 1 Cosmic because this deck doesn't actually have an out 2 Mystic Mine. If mine resolves against me, I actually just lose. So like I had to play like 1 Horn Removal, and then if you just want to play Dusters over this, you can. But I don't have Dusters, ironically.
I would say go with that because it's good going first or second.
Yeah, it's good going first or second. But it like only trades for 1. While like Dusters is a blowout.
I guess.
And then 3 Imperm. It's like it's the only hand trap I wanted to play because it's not only good going first, but if you draw for turn, it's just a Chalice. And then this is the best card of my deck. Other best card of my deck. This card is insane. This is almost like one of the whole reason I wanted to play this deck. So if you have a machine on your board, you flip it, pop it, and then you summon 1 from your deck with a different name from the one that was popped. So this can just turn into like a Raigeki. So like you summon this, and then nuke it by popping it, summon this, and nuke the board again. And then in the graveyard, it not only shovels back from graveyard, but it shovels back from banish. There was a play where I drew this return, right? And I didn't have Wyvern to go into, and I didn't have a level 10 to go into. So I was like, oh, you know what's nuts? I put back the Wyvern, the Recycler, and the Citadel, and then I played it. It was so good, dude. Yeah, this card is insane. It was semi-dodge like targeting effects. Like I summoned this once. It went Imperm on it. I went Override, Special, and then dodged it, added my card, and just killed him after that.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, this is actually nice, man. The loop is insane. I'll show you the loop in a bit. But then for the extra deck, 1 Link Karibo. That's just for the... When you send Rosenex the token, you need 2 effect monsters for this thing. This is obvious. That's obvious. That's obvious. I made this once. Then for the Exceeds, I play 1 Gear. I play the Super Dreadnought Boat Dude.
Oh, but somebody took it back.
Yeah, I was borrowing it, so I gave it back to him. What that card does is that if it destroys a monster by battle, it ranks up into like one of your trains for free. So like once it ranks up into one of these trains, it turns into Zeus with 4 materials. But the one time I did make it this tournament, it just got brewed, so it didn't really matter. I play 1 Nova.
You played the Christmas package.
I played the Christmas package. You have space. I mean,
and you played Invoked twice today. Oh god.
Actually, no one resolved the Maximus against me. That's what made it like.
Nobody
so
did it.
funny.
Really?
And no one Maximus me, so like it didn't even come up. But it was funny. The train package never went into any of these. Almost went into one of these, but it got obviously new blue.
I see.
Zeus and
Why
then
not?
DP.
Would you trade anything for anything, or did it all work out like you wanted?
I think everything just worked out, but the loop with this is like nuts. So like once my urgent schedule resolved, I had these 2 cards in my graveyard, and I made DP by resolving the Wyvern and the Recycler. I just cleared this whole board. And then I made Anaconda on top, plus this. And then on his turn, I used this pop, Special Citadel, off of him. And then popped again. And then on my following turn, I banished the Citadel, summoned him out, and I had the loop going forever.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it was just insane, dude.
So, yeah, pretty nuts, I would say.
Yeah, it's kind of like that Orcus list at top, but it's like actually good because even if you do get stopped, you're not just out. Like you have Fusion Destiny to rely on. You have like what's that trap card? This to rely on to get out your Citadel, trigger your Citadel, get follow up. It's just so much better than that deck. But yeah, this is it.
Were you siding anything funny or just standard deal with this local?
What did I side? Dude, I barely saw my side cards today. That's what's crazy.
Really?
I didn't see my side cards that much, but I saw this more often than not. And
My sidecars were the only thing that saved me in some of my
this
matchups.
is what saved me more than my side cards. I sided the 3 rocks, the 2 draws, 1 scythe. I do. When you go first, is like your weakest. You're at your weakest, so like lock them out their extra deck, and now it's free. It's free.
Yeah.
1 Pank to deal with those weird boards. The extra 2 Cosmics. The Sanctums for when I have to go first.
I see.
The evenly matches to break those boards, and 1 red reboot. It's red reboot.
Oh, you went up against Trap Chick. Did you see it?
No, I didn't see it. Like I said, I barely saw my side cards, but I saw this more often.
I mean, arguably you would want to see that more. depending
Yeah,
on
I'd
the
rather
matchup.
see this in my side.
Speaking of Trap Tricks, you got any funny comments?
Nah, man, this locals is very crazy. That's all I got to say. A lot of variety, a lot of diversity. Diversity is key. Out a lot of meta decks when they come here. See this top undefeated today, so that's what I got to say.
Yeah. Any other funny comments, or that just speak for itself?
I think that's pretty much it. I mean, this deck has like just good matchup across the board, except for like maybe unless they know what you're playing and they go like Protoss, destroy Monk with it, and you're locked out of Earths, then okay, yeah, that's kind of annoying. But no one's calling Earth. Like, who's calling Earth?
Oh, I forgot Monks and Earth. That's
Yeah, Monk's in Earth, and that's kind of annoying.
That's so dumb. But I mean, that never came up for you today, did it?
It didn't come up for me, but yeah, no one's gonna call Earth game 1. So in case you have to go against Sword Soul, you just have to go first. You can't let this won't do anything against the Proto, so just go first against them.
Yeah, sounds about right. Yeah, that's about all we got for you, and yeah, undefeated machines. About all we got to say for that. Yeah, have a good rest of the day.
Of course.